Oh, you're crossing over?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Butterfly's the coolest thing in VR.
That's crazy.
Ah, no.
Oh, that feels immersive.
So what do non-tech people think about Apple Vision Pro? Well, I had a bunch of friends and family and even my kids try the headset. They did the dinosaur encounter, watched movies, played games, and they definitely had some thoughts. A couple of my friends, Nate and Jacob, yes, they're brothers, they actually have experience with the Quest 2 and Quest 3, so they were able to offer some unique insights, and there were some pretty fun reactions to those immersive experiences. I'm also going to answer some questions that you had in the comments of my last video at the end of this one. So enough from me, I'll let you hear from my friends and family about what they thought about Apple Vision Pro. Which first up, let's talk about the fidelity and quality of the screens in Apple Vision Pro.
So everything that I'm seeing, this is all a camera that I'm just, that's really good. No, oh, she is very close to me. I could just see like her giant face right in front of me.
It's actually, it doesn't look bad.
The visuals are really great.
Ooh, interesting.
So is it, he is,
The blur from the floor to like that.
Whether it's an immersive video or just playing a game, the quality of the screens in Apple Vision Pro is pretty much unmatched. And I've also used this for many hours and have not experienced any motion sickness or anything that I did experience in the Quest 2 before. In my last video, I mentioned one of the big things that changed my mind about Apple Vision Pro were some of those immersive videos, especially the Highline Adventure video. And my friend Jacob also had a visceral reaction to that video.
no, oh, she is very close to me.
And all three of my kids tried watching a movie in Apple Vision Pro, and everyone agreed that that is one of the most impressive experiences.
That's kind of real. That's strange.
I've had Apple Vision Pro for about 5 days, and I've watched a lot of content in it, and it is impressive. Using Apple's Cinema Room, where it feels like you're watching a giant IMAX screen, it's really impressive. And I've been able to watch 2-hour movies, and while there's some eye fatigue after watching for 2 or 3 hours, I find it to be a very enjoyable experience, and the weight of the headset doesn't bother me after a while, and I've actually been using the Solo Nip Band more often, and it's just the best movie experience that I can have here in my house. All right, number 2, I had everyone try the Dinosaur Encounter demo. This was something that Apple did all the way back when it was first announced at WWDC last year.
This is like, I'm worried there's gonna be a Jumanji level attack here, like a spider's gonna crawl in.
Jeez.
Did you do the front row balcony?
Yeah, good stuff.
Some reactions were pretty tame. People like the butterfly, especially if it lands on your finger. But a couple of my friends had a visceral reaction to the dinosaur coming out of the screen.
I'm looking away now. Do not cross into this house. I'm not looking at you. Ooh, he did come through the wall. Oh, you're crossing over?
Hey look, John Favreau's right next to me.
The dinosaur encounter really shows off the augmented reality capabilities of this device, and it's just a fun demo for everyone to try. For me though, it was really the immersive Rhino video that's in the Apple TV app in Apple Vision Pro. If you go for an in-store demo, which you can actually now reserve a time for that demo on Apple's website, I do find that Rhino immersion video is pretty top-notch. The Alicia Keys rehearsal room, also very good. Number 3, my friends Nate and Jacob, who had used the Quest headsets, were really impressed with the pass-through of this device.
I mean, the pass-through is no comparison. Like, this actually makes it feel like I can interact with real people. This is the best feature I've seen so far, is that while I'm in this immersive environment, I can see my hands. Like, oh, that feels immersive, because they're my hands, and there's the world around me.
I mean, like you do, yeah, I do feel like I am with her. It is large compared. I do think that this for sure, like, this does look and feel quite good and quite.
I feel like this actually makes it possible to have children around while you're in it, where I don't trust the pass-through of Quest. Now, your children have to look at you in your digital foggy eyes, but that's their problem.
That's all they know?
That's all they know. They've never seen my real eyes.
Seeing your hands while using Apple Vision Pro is really impressive. I also found my kids and family members thought that was pretty cool. And I'm going to amend something I actually said in my last video. While using your iPhone at times can be difficult, it is definitely doable in Apple Vision Pro. I've been able to read the screen, post things, and I turned on that unlock with Apple Watch to make sure that even when I have the headset on, I don't have to put in my passcode every time I need to access my device. And one other note, if you have the immersive environments turned on and it's completely enveloping you, or you have it on halfway, then your phone screen might be obscured by that immersive environment. So if you're having trouble seeing your phone or other devices around you, just turn off that immersion or turn it way down, then you should be able to see your phone screen. Number 4 is pretty universal that my friends and family thought it was heavy and kind of cumbersome, although not as heavy and cumbersome as some of the other headsets they've tried. But it does press on your face, it presses on your forehead and your cheeks.
But it pulls on my face. It either pulls here or here.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Would not want to wear that for a super long period of time.
I've been getting used to it now, and I actually prefer the solo nip band. YouTuber Andrew Edwards also talked about the dual loop is a great option for some people, but for others, and especially me, I actually find the solo nip band more comfortable, and I can even wear it for long periods of time. Also, Apple says the Apple Vision Pro is strictly for 13 ages and up, but I did have my 11 and 7-year-old try it. My youngest using the dual loop band, she was able to use it just fine. I did notice that for her face, because it's the smallest face that tried it, Apple Vision Pro moved the lenses as close in as possible. It was the first time I ever heard the little motor moving the physical lens distance in the headset. Once I took it off of her and put it on my head to recalibrate, I heard those lenses moving way farther back out. So while it's not officially made for kids, they can definitely try it in guest mode. Number 5, the battery is also cumbersome depending on how you're watching it if you're trying to move around. My friend Nate was trying to play Fruit Ninja, and you can put it in your pocket and it does okay there. But in future versions of this device, it'll be nice when this battery is something built into the headset, and then you don't have to manage this and the cable.
I can't move because I have.
I mean, you can put it in your pocket and move it.
Let it be known.
This is weighing him down.
I did use it for a couple hours the other night. I worked in Final Cut and then watched a movie, and I did get that low battery signal at the end. I actually bought a second battery for Apple Vision Pro, which is not a cheap $200, but if you're going to be using it when traveling or you're not going to have a place to plug in, it might be nice to have that spare battery and keep it with the Vision Pro. All right, number 6, I just found that there were lots of wow moments from everyone who tried it. Even from my friends who have used VR headsets in the past, Apple Vision Pro just has some unique experiences and use cases that really make an impact.
That is so. If you do balcony front row, it's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Butterfly is the coolest thing in VR.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
And I know for me, as I've been working throughout the day, I find myself wanting to just kind of reach for it and wear it more and figure out how to do my work in it because it's just fun to use. I may not be as fast working in this as I am on my Mac Studio and Studio Display, but this is just kind of more fun. And I can mirror my Mac screen, which I've been doing more, and I feel pretty much as productive when I'm doing that. And to answer some of your questions, Mission Control does work on your Mac in Apple Vision Pro, so you can create multiple desktops and swipe between them while you're mirroring in Apple Vision Pro. Also, someone asked if you can mirror your iPhone or iPad screen to Apple Vision Pro. You cannot do that. There's no built-in way to do that right now. I did mirror my iPhone screen to my Mac screen, which was mirrored to Apple Vision Pro, but I don't recommend because then the input methods are a little wonky. You can't look and tap with the phone screen mirrored. It's just weird. So it's not made for that. There's still some quirks like typing on it is not great. I paired my Magic Keyboard to it and that was definitely helpful. And I did hear tips from some of you on social media where to delete something, you don't have to look at the delete key on the keyboard. You can actually look right next to the word that's being typed. And this way you can actually see what you're deleting rather than having to look away. And overall, it's just been fun to use. I want to spend more time with it, a couple weeks maybe, and I'll do some in-depth reviewing and my thoughts after that. But if you have questions, let me know down in the comments, and maybe I'll work up the courage to use this in a Starbucks or coffee shop or something. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Lots of fun content coming up, more shortcuts videos, and if you haven't seen those before, I'll put a playlist right up here of all my past shortcuts videos, including a Shortcuts 101 to start from scratch. And if you want to see 7 apps that I just can't live without on my iPhone, I'll put that video up here. Some of them are actually available on Apple Vision Pro right now, like the Bear app. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.